Hello and welcome to Your Favourite Teacher. Today's video will be exploring appearance versus reality in Macbeth. Remember, if you're given a theme-based question, you need to make sure you can link it to key characters and events in the play. You won't get high marks if you just talk about one character or event. This video will focus mainly on Macbeth and the witches, Lady Macbeth and King Duncan. Whilst our main couple are literally the king and queen of deceit, King Duncan also shows the consequences of putting too much trust in appearance. This will ensure you have a varied approach to the question, which examiners will love. Now, let's talk Macbeth. He believes in the witches' predictions a lot quicker than Banquo, who dismisses them in Act 1, Scene 3. This links to the beginning of the play when they chant, "Fair is foul and foul is fair." Their words are deliberately unclear, suggesting that there are characters in the play who act good and righteous, but are actually evil and tainted, aka Macbeth. He is the war hero at the start of the play, hailed a great thane and worthy gentleman by King Duncan when he shows his loyalty to Scotland in their battle against Norway. He is the embodiment of a true Jacobean man, strong, bold and brave. However, he has a lot of asides in the play, where he speaks to himself. In Act 1, Scene 4, King Duncan announces that his son Malcolm is next in line for the throne. Considering Macbeth has just been told he will be the future king, it stands to reason that he isn't happy. In an aside, he says that his revelation is a step he must fall down or else overleap. This aside seems to be the turning point in which Macbeth's attitude changes. He hopes that light will hide his black and deep desires, which hints at him already plotting to overthrow the king and his son. The imagery surrounding the colour black makes it clear to the audience that he has an evil side in him, ready to show. Up until killing the king in Act 2, Scene 2, Macbeth is nothing but nice to King Duncan, even comparing his blood to gold after Duncan is found dead. Again, the imagery of gold, which is juxtaposed to black, highlights the fact that Duncan is kind, loyal and honest, compared to Macbeth, who is the complete opposite. Next up is Lady Macbeth. She encourages Macbeth to pretend he is kind and loyal. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. This comes from Act 1, Scene 5, when she finds out the witch's predictions and urges Macbeth to ensure they come true. After asking the spirits to take away her femininity, Lady Macbeth has no trouble hiding her deceit from the other characters in the play. She faints with shock when the death of the king is discovered and covers up for Macbeth when he starts to lose it at the sight of seeing Banquo's ghost. Unfortunately for Lady Macbeth, her appearance holds up right until the final act, where reality catches up with her and guilt comes out while sleepwalking and talking. She replays key scenes like Duncan's death in her sleep, observed by her maid and doctor. Now let's talk about King Duncan. He suffered because he put too much trust in Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. The saying, "never make the same mistake twice," fell on deaf ears with him. He trusted the previous Thane of Cawdor, who was revealed as a traitor right at the start of the play, only to then put his trust in the Macbeths, who ended up killing him. He would be a great character to include to show another side to this key theme. For more potential marks, you could also talk about how Macbeth trusts the witches completely. Their appearance alone would have been enough to scare a Jacobean audience, especially after the laws King James put in place, which always resulted in death. However, Macbeth continues to trust their prophecies and even revisits them in Act 4 to see what is to come. If he hadn't trusted them in the first place, he probably wouldn't have ended up dead at the end of the play. Remember, as always, to be careful. The examiners are sneaky. The question in front of you might not specifically use the words reality and appearances, so look out for deceit, trustworthy and loyal as well. These can all be linked back to reality and appearances. Stay with us for the next video where we will explore more themes in the play. I'm Miss Shaw, thanks for watching.